Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am a color junkie. In today's video we'll be looking at my first completed coloring book. Now I would have purchased this book last year in October when I was doing my spooky season challenge month, and I would have started a couple pages in October. Now I had given it a rest. I don't remember for how long, but when I got my shuttle art markers, I resumed the coloring just to practice with them, of course, because you know, with everything new there is some sort of learning curve. And when I got my hoo-hoo markers, I started practicing again in the book, and I managed to complete this book last week. So I'm very excited to share with you what I've done so far. Yes, it's a bold and easy coloring book. That is why I was able to complete it so quickly, but I hope the illustrations are not too simple to cause you to lose interest. All right, but even though the illustrations are simple, I'm still very excited to share with you what I've done so far. Now this first page was done with watercolor markers, and these are the Sioux color water markers. I don't particularly like the watercolor markers. I don't know if it's because I'm not using watercolor paper. Probably they would perform differently on watercolor paper, but I'm not really impressed with them. I don't know if you can see, but the illustration is just very streaky, and I don't know if that has to do with my technique. I don't think it has to do with my technique, honestly. I just think it's, well, I don't know, probably. So let's move on. Yeah, so same thing happened with this one. Of course, what shuttle art? No, it's not shuttle art. I'm so sorry. This is a Sioux color watercolor markers. And yeah, this is what I have here. Not cute, too streaky. All right, so that's it for my watercolor markers. I was not enjoying coloring with them, so I just stopped until I got my shuttle art markers. So this is a shuttle art set, right? And it's relatively inexpensive, and I really just got these alcohol markers to test them to see if it's a medium I'd want to work with. And of course, everybody will know that this is my practice book. Yeah, so I didn't do too badly with this one. I had a little issue here. I was trying to do some blending with the colorless blender. Of course, I do not know how to use the alcohol marker colorless blender, otherwise I would not have done this. But yeah, this is what happened when I did that. So one of the things that you have to be very careful of when you're using these alcohol markers, that you have to move a little fast, and you also have to be mindful of the direction in which you're coloring to prevent the streaking. I guess when I'm doing a video, when I'm coloring, I can show you exactly what I mean. Now you can see some streaks here, and I can tell it's because of my technique why you're seeing the streaks. But as I practice, I get better at it, and you'll see that there are less streaks. Now here's one of my favorite ones, and I did not color the illustrations in the order you're seeing now. I had skipped to some that are further along in the book, and then came back to some that are earlier in the book. Don't ask me why. I think probably I started with the illustrations that I felt more comfortable coloring. Yeah, but this little fella does not look bad at all. And of course I added some shadows. I don't know if that's correct where I added the shadows, but you know, I just had to do something so that the illustration did not look flat. Then of course I did my candy corn, and this is actually one of my favorite ones as well, but I made a boo-boo. I had colored this illustration before coloring this one, and I completely forgot to put the protective sheet here. when I started this illustration. Because of that, we had some bleed through, so I had to use the colorless blender to remove some of the ink that you're seeing there. And then I did this one. Boy, I just didn't know what to do with it. Let me just color it. That was that. I just colored it, just tried something. And I like how these bats turned out. They are pretty cute. And of course, these are my shuttle art markers. When I change markers, when I change the Who markers, I'll let you know. And then I just colored this web. I didn't know what to do with this web. Honestly, I just did not know what to do with it. So I just looked for colors I had not used in my shuttle art set and applied them here. And then I did this little fellow. You know, it looks so wonderful, but yeah, whatever. He's supposed to be scary, so who cares what he looks like. And then this baby zombie is also one of my favorite illustrations. And of course, you can see where I add my shadows. I don't know if I did it correctly, but I just don't want my illustration to look flat, right? And this is my least favorite part, the shirt. It's very streaky. I'm not certain what I did. I do notice though with the shuttle art markers that some of the pens appear to be drying out, even though I have not used them. I'm not pleased with that. I did this pumpkin as well. Yeah, it looks very simple, and it is very simple. But I find that after a stressful day, you get in from work, you just want to do something to relax your mind and just to, you know, get you at ease. It's nice when you can just come in and you just, you know, sit down, make yourself comfortable, and you just slide your marker across the page, and you can finish this within like 10 minutes or so. It's just relaxing. I like it, even though it's not as intricate as illustrations you normally see me color with my colored pencils. And of course, I had some bleed through here again. So because I had bleed through, I had to get creative, especially since I knew I was gonna showcase this book to you guys. So I gave him this green halo and put him in this red cage, yeah. And I got creative with this suit. I wanted him to be in a pinstripe suit. I don't know why I did this. It's just like a little old man. It just looks so dated, this outfit. But I was just trying to be creative. Yeah. But outside of that, I like the illustration. It's not bad. Then no, this coffin, this coffin, oh boy, it's so morbid. I'm really sorry. I didn't know what to do with this coffin. Like, seriously. Why would you have me color a coffin? And then we have this lovely owl. He's really, really cute. You see I have some color build up here. What happened is when I first colored the body of the owl, it was very streaky. So I went over it again. I can't remember if it's the same color or if it's a different color, but I went over it again just to get rid of some of that streakiness. So I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about in terms of the color build-up, yeah? But he's not bad looking. And of course, I use my white pen to add some accents. I particularly like his beak and his feet. Don't ask me why. And then we have this little monster. You can see there's some streaky in here. I'm not certain why it got so streaky. I think probably it's how I colored it, really. So I need a little bit more practice in terms of coloring vast areas to prevent, you know, these lines and color build up in certain sections. And then I did these balloons, yeah. And do they look scary? Yes, I did these balloons. And of course you can see some streakiness. Can you see it? Yeah, it's a little streaky. The darker colors don't show up the streak as much, but the green and this blue here show the streaking. And I just added some accents here just to make the balloons look like balloons, and there's a reflective surface. A little shadow back here. Don't know if you can see it. I don't even know if I did it correctly. I was just trying something. As you all know, this is my practice book. Yeah. So, I mean, oh yeah, I was about to ask what is this and just realized that they're attached to the balloons behind. And then, this is one of my favorites. This booty pair. Right, so this is one of my favorites. I like how it came out. The color is just so vibrant and girly. The hat, I really like how I did the shadowing. It's just, I really like it. And there was some bleed through here, so I had to get creative with the mistakes. And I think I did a good job of masking some of the errors. Yeah, I like this. I hope you do too. And I did this little pumpkin. Look here, I don't like this pumpkin. Well, he looks scary. He really does look scary, but I don't like the job I did here. And to be honest, I don't even know how I do it differently. But anyway, moving on. And of course I did, this is not bad, you know, this is not bad at all, because I like how I did the shadows. I like the accents I added. What I'm not pleased with is the door. I was trying to get creative here, but I don't know, this doesn't add anything at all to the illustration. But anyway, moving on. And I really like this muffin. I spoiled it with the bleed through from this page. I tell you. But anyway, outside of that, I really like how I did the cupcake. I'm not certain what you call it, but yeah, I really like how I did this. I thought that it just looks good. The color, everything. And then when I put the white, oh, look really nice. And my bat is a little streaky, unfortunately. I was having issues, I think, with the initial color I'd used. We had some issues, so I went over it with another color, hoping to mask the errors, but whatever. But it still doesn't look bad. And this little cat, he's so cute. He's so cute. I could just play with his cheeks. Anyway, and I did this hat. I was trying to do a glitter effect. Yeah, I was trying to do a glitter effect. This is what I got. But anyways, I like it. And I tried doing some blending here. Yeah, this is my failed attempt at blending markers, but whatever. I like this little fellow. He's supposed to be a baby vampire. Of course, there's some streakiness here, and it's not easy, you know, to color a vast area and have it be uniform when you're done. It's not easy. But anyway, I guess with practice you get better. And then I did this, like I said, there are some of the shuttle art markers. I got some of them, and apparently they're drying out, and because of that, I think it contributed to the streakiness that you're seeing now. Yeah. And this pumpkin also has some streakiness. I still like how it looks though. I like what I did with this. I like the colors, they're vibrant. And then when I got my Ohuhu skin tone set, I decided to test it on Young Frankenstein. So this, and I think this I did with Ohuhu markers. Everything else would have been with the shuttle art. And I did, oh, this is so nice. This is just so pretty. And yes, there was bleed through from Baby Frankenstein, unfortunately. And I used my colors blender to fade whatever bleed through was there. And yep, this is where I'm at. And I really, really, really like this pumpkin with the candy corn. I love it. So this is also one of my favorites. And And yeah, like I said, the markers seem to be drying out, and because of that I wasn't able to get the coverage that I wanted. If you notice, this area is a lot more uniform than this area, so more than likely I would have started here, and then when I came to the rest of the body of the ghost, I started having issues. Yeah. Anyway, this is the best I could do with this. I didn't know what to do with this. I didn't know what colors to choose. I just decided to try these. Ah, look at this little kitty cat. Hi, he looks so innocent. And I like him despite the streakiness that you're seeing here. And of course, I'm using my shuttle art markers here. And yeah, that's it. And this little bat, oh, it's so cute too. I like this bat, so not bad. Yeah, but you can see that there's some streakiness with the gray marker. That gray marker is having some issues. But yeah, this is not bad though. And yeah, bleed through. Sorry about that again. So I did this cup of chocolate. I think here I probably overused the white pen. I didn't need to apply it in all these areas, so next time, you know, I know better. And then this little scarecrow, I like him. I'm not sure what he's supposed to be. If he's supposed to be a scarecrow or what. He's kind of looking like a scarecrow, but I didn't do too badly with this. I really do like it. And then I used the Ohuhu skin tone markers to do this. Yup. There was bleed through, so I had to get creative. Don't ask me what this is supposed to be. Don't ask, it's just there. And yeah, the teeth red, and then I used the white pen to add some accents. And here is Casper's cousin. Yeah, so Casper's cousin, I'm sorry, has a pumpkin presenting to his next victim. Yeah, so this is Ohuhu markers, by the way, and this is shuffle art. And I did this little cake. It just looks blah. Wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I tried adding some shadows here. I think I chose the wrong colors for the shadows. But yeah, that can go on. And I think with this one I use my Ohuhu markers because I got the Honolulu series with 48 markers, and I believe I used it here, and I use a skin tone set here. So I really like this one too, not bad at all. So I'm practicing for my Coco Wayo pages. I don't know if I'm gonna get any Bobby Good books, but yeah, I'm practicing for those pages. And then I did this little fellow, this mummy, not bad looking. I'm not certain what happened here. Yeah, but there's a little boo-boo there, and I made an error here, which is why I decided to draw this band-aid. But here what happened now, the band-aid is see-through. But I like how it looks, so I'm leaving it as is. Then I tried some blending here, I don't know if you can see it, but I did a little blending here with the tombstones. Yeah, and I like my candy cane. I like where I added my shadows and then my white accents. Not bad at all. And I did this cute, but I don't know, well, whatever. Yeah, I was about to say that they seemed like bats, but when you think about Halloween, I mean, how many other options are there anyway? So yeah, and it's funny that it's not a heart, it looks like a heart. It's a mutant heart. And then, oh, I really like this one. So what I did here now, I got really brave and decided I was gonna try and blend my Ohuhu markers, and I did some blending here, as you can see, and here, ooh, this is just gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, I really like this. And then of course I forgot to put the protective sheet here. Had some bleed through, so I ended up having to do the coffin in purple, but I like how it came out. The only issue I'm having, I think I used too much of that white pen, just putting in accents where I don't think they were necessary. But outside of that, I really like this belt or ribbon, whatever it's supposed to be, it's around the coffin, and I like how this coffin is looking. I like the blending, and yeah, this is bleed through, of course. I'm happy with this. And yes, I did this little pumpkin man, and of course there was bleed through again, and yeah, I had to use the colors blender to get rid of some of that color, but here we are. I really like it, and this is the last one, by the way. Yep, so the end. I'm really proud of this book, really proud that I've completed it, really. I know when I first saw it, even though the illustrations are supposed to be bold and easy, I still was intimidated because markers really aren't my preferred medium. I prefer colored pencils, and I think my biggest challenge with the bold and easy illustrations is trying to get them to look less plain and less boring, so you have to add your accents and so on. I don't think I'm very good at that, but I'm working on it. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I just want to say thank you so much for going through this book with me. I hope you feel I hope that you feel inspired by this flip through, and you probably step out and get yourself a bold and easy coloring book, grab some markers, and just sit down and be mindful. Just focus on coloring and relax and have fun with it. Okay, thank you for watching. I will see you around.